Hello there, YouTube scale model building community. Dwayne here, Badman Scale Customs. Um, Thought I'd do a video here. This video will be for Carolina Man. He had asked me how I hinge my doors. He'd caught a glimpse of the '62 Chevy with the hinges and noted that they were a little bit different than the hinges he's seen so far on the internet. So I'll give you a closer look there at them. They're pretty much the same principle as all the other hinges out there, and as a matter of fact, I come up with this method by watching some other videos for hinging, and I can't take all the credit for it. So now I apologize to to the guys whose videos I've seen, because I don't remember exactly whose videos I've watched, and I know there's a number of fellas out there that have videos up on hinging. So, and I wasn't going to do a video on hinging, but as I've had the question to me, I thought it'd be easier to show Carolina Man how to do it than as opposed to try to explain it. So here we go. Essentially, actually what I'll do is I'll show you also the trunk hinges are a little different. I just do one per side there, and I use a little bit different material there as well. So, and I'll give you all the specs on that here shortly. So here's a hinge that I have already completed that's ready to go. It is, as I say, same basic idea as the hinges that use the I think it's 3/32 tubing. Difference here is I use the rectangular stock. This is the styrene that I use. It is, I'll get it closer there for you. There's your details on that. And that's what I use for the doors. And for the trunk, I was using this. And this isn't, specific. I just picked up some materials that I felt would do the job. Just kind of eyeballed it and grabbed these rectangular rods, I guess you'd call them. I don't know. Anyhow, so what really alls I do is I just start with the two pieces. One's longer than the other for obvious reasons there, so that you can mount and really alls I do is just drill two holes, one there, and then I drill one hole through the center of the shorter piece, which I have, and I've got some more stuff prepared here, so I'll move the camera down and show you how I assemble them. This one's already drilled, and I have this smaller piece that I've drilled most of the way through. I'll just finish it up. I just use a pin vise, and to get the size, really what I do is I just take my, actually what I use for the center, or for the metal part, is just a paper clip. So what I do is just take a scrap piece of material, and I drill the hole with the bit in each number of different sizes so that I can get my hole, or get the right size drill bit for it, because I don't want them to be too loose or too tight. And I can show you that too. I had a piece kicking around here that, yeah, that's it right here. So I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's a bunch of different holes until I finally got the right size that fits nicely. And then I stick with that bit. So anyhow, I'll finish up this hole real quickly. So this stuff drills really easy. I go fairly slowly until I get it going pretty good, just to make sure that it's square. You don't want your hole coming out on the opposite end, way off to one side. So I usually get them pretty close by eyeballing. Getting close here now. Not through yet. And I think we're through yet. Through. So then I just clean it out nice. Run the bit through there a few times. It's kind of a little bit off center, but that'll still work for me. So then the next thing that I'll do here, take my paper clip, and I like to use, the reason I use the paper clip is because it's already got a nice bend in here already. So I'll use that bend for one side, and then I'll eye it up when I'm making the bend for the other side, and just eyeballing it to get them as even as I possibly can. So the first thing I do is just open up the paper clip, and I want to use the longest end that I can. So I open that up, and then what I do is I make my first bend. And I try to get the bend as close to that hoop as I can. So I just take that, grip it a little bit better here, and just okay, and there's the first bend. I don't know how well, there we go. So then the next thing I'll do is I'm just gonna, this is how I do it, and you guys, you can find whatever works the best for you, but I just cut this off right at that bend. I'm going to use, now this is the piece here now that I'm going to slide the center part of the hinge. This will be the part that spins. A little bit of a tight fit, but once you work it on there, it'll loosen up quite a bit. So there we go. So slide that over. And now we're going to square that up a bit. And then I just got to bend this piece to match the other piece. I'm still in view there. So I'll just bend it with my fingers. So then once I got that, and that's kind of matching, I don't know if you can see, I can't see my camera, so So kind of get it pointing in the same sort of direction. And then what I like to do, let's go to the, like so, grip it, and then just put a little start to the bend in it. Move my pliers along as I go. And I just eyeball it, and if it looks like it needs to do some other bending on it, I bend it at this time. And just a hair more. Actually, it looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Then I just bend the legs out on it. So I'll just grip it out there. This way. I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm just kind of grabbing it just part way into the hoop there, and I'll just bend it there. Now I bent it too far. Now you may have to try this a few times. This particular one isn't my finest bending job, so I'll straighten this one out again. Yeah, this bend wants to straighten out in the hoop there. Yeah, this one's going to be a little on the ugly side. But anyhow, you get the idea. That takes a little bit of practice and trial and error. Obviously, I haven't, as you can see, mastered that yet. So I'll cut this sort of even length there, and then slide that over there. Yep, got it fairly tightly fitting, so oops, popped out of the one hole there. Get them going straight each other. There, it's moving a little bit on the one side of the road now, but I don't need them. There. It's not quite all the way on. And I'll have to do a little more work on this bend here to get it a little better matched to the other side. It's not matched very good at the moment. But anyhow, then I just lay them flat on a nice flat surface and do any tweaking on it there that I have to get it straight. And if it sits nice and flat like so, then she's done. So anyways, and this hinge may actually work all right too. It's just I'll get this, try and get that bend a little bit better. It's kind of crooked there. Straighten it up this way. Lay it flat again. Yeah, that one didn't work out too bad. So, yep, that's really all I do for hinging my doors. As far as the trunk hinges go, I just build basically a single for each. Here, I'll move the camera back up. Then I can see better. So, yeah. So, and then I'll just put a little band over on this side just to help retain the hinge there. But this has worked out. The trunk's worked out real well on this car. Passenger door was just about basically perfect. Driver's side, little issue over there. I naturally broke the A-pillar there where it's a little thin in there, so probably end up having to glue the windshield in there to get that nice and solid. Or, you know, there's a number of different things I've got sort of kicking around in the melon there to fix that problem. Now the other thing too that I've attempted, and I haven't quite completed the operation yet, is hinging the gas flap. So I've tried, I'm on about my 6th hinge for that. But I think I finally know exactly what I need to do. I just haven't had any time to do that. So once I get that hinged in there, maybe I'll do a little update there for you. Do a little update when I get the A-pillar fixed on this as well. What else? There was something else I wanted to mention there. No, I can't remember. So yeah, anyways, that's in a nutshell how I do my hinges, and they seem to work out fairly well for me. So main reason I came up with this idea was because I didn't actually have any tubing at the time that I was trying to build some hinges, so I decided that I'd try drilling some plastic out and see what I could do there. And then I mean, if you wanted to, you could take and make 2 separate, tube type pieces for here, just like your traditional hinges that we see. But this, I don't know, I just decided I like this way, so there's the hinges. Now upcoming also, I'm going to try and develop a method of hinging the 70.5 Camaro. Body's way over there right now, but the doors on it, they don't, the door seam runs up right through the fender and into where the windshield mounts. So to cut the doors out on that car, you'd have to basically cut the front half of the roof off. So what I'm planning on doing is making a either a temporary frame that once everything's all painted and I'm ready to install the windshield, I can that will basically keep the roof solid and stable. Or I was somewhat coming up with an idea for maybe building a frame that'll go around the outside of the windshield, and then able to glue that right in before I cut the door off, and then that'll actually hold the roof from here to the front cowl. So, but that, I mean, that's a little ways down the road. But if anybody wants to see a video on that, just let me know, and I'll work on that. I call it research and development. So, and I have a spare body that I'm going to be doing all that type of testing on anyhow. So, anyways, video's kind of run on a little bit here, so I guess I'll say bye for now, and thanks for watching, and a quick, thanks to my subscribers, and I can't believe how many subscribers I've gotten in such a relatively short period of time. So like, I thank each and every one of you guys, and appreciate the comments and whatnot, and if we want me to keep putting up videos, I'll keep putting them up. So anyways, thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.